Hey, my name is Willie Lawson, and I am the host of a brand new feature on the internet called The News. I have a show on WGUL 860 AM on Saturday, and I also have a show on blogtalkradio.com Monday through Friday, 12 to 2. But this is something very different. This is The News. The news brought to you naked and ready for your consumption. Nothing spiffy about my surroundings here, as you can tell. It's just the news. Because it isn't the people who bring you the news that make the news. It is the people who are in the news that are the news makers. So we're going to try something completely and totally different. We're just preparing you for it. We want you to tell your friends about it. We want you to tell your neighbors about it, that if you're tired of the network news, if you're tired of all the stuff they always bring to you, they keep bringing you day after day, and it's got that slant that you just can't deal with anymore. Tell them something new's happening, something different's happening, right here on the internet, right here on the Willie Lawson Show channel, something simply called The News. So we'll be back in just a little bit for the news. Hi, I'm Willie Lawson, and this is the news for June 8th, 2009. In Conway, Arkansas, a soldier shot and killed at a military recruiting office in Arkansas last week was laid to rest today. Though what his headstone will eventually read is still unknown, Private William Andrew Long, his family must still decide whether his tombstone will list him as the first soldier to die at the hands of a terrorist since September 11th, 2001. Police say that Long was shot and killed on June 1st by Abdul Hakim Mohammed, a 23-year-old Muslim convert, at the recruiting station at a suburban Little Rock strip mall. Mohammed, who also allegedly injured another Army private, targeted soldiers because of what they had done to Muslims in the past, authorities said. Darius Long, the dead private's father, has said that he believed his son was a casualty of war. Federal prosecutors are deciding whether to press terrorism charges against his killer. While thousands have perished during wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, the Defense Department and a county by the Associated Press lists no domestic terrorist victims' deaths in more than 7 years since the September 11th, 2001 attacks. Well, the will she or won't she drama has come to an end. Republicans said Alaska Governor Sarah Palin will attend a major congressional fundraiser tonight, ending the will she or won't she mystery that has overshadowed the event and frustrated the GOP. Republican officials involved in organizing the event said Palin, the party's 2008 vice presidential nominee, had accepted an invitation to attend without a speaking role. The official spoke on the conditions of anonymity because it's a pretty sensitive matter. But the confusion, it didn't end there, because just hours before the dinner, Fred Malik, one of Palin's friends, and he was the finance chairman of the 2008 presidential campaign for John McCain, said that she would attend and be recognized, and he thought that she would be well received by everyone. But a spokesman for Palin's political committee, Megan Stapleton, said in an email that they weren't confirming. The last-minute uncertainty is the latest twist in the unusual public flap between Palin and the congressional leaders who run the GOP fundraising committees, who had originally asked the telegenic potential 2012 nominee to headline the event. But in March, organizers replaced Sarah Palin as the keynote speaker with former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, a Republican from Georgia, after she wavered on accepting the invitation for the annual Senate dinner. Well, the thing that really matters is, how really good was the meal? That's what we're really concerned about. President Barack Obama assured the nation that his recovery plan was on track today, scrambling to calm Americans unnerved by the unemployment rate that is still persistently rising nearly 4 months after he signed the largest economic stimulus package in the history of the country. Mr. Obama admitted his own dissatisfaction with the progress but he said that his administration would ramp up stimulus spending in the coming months. The White House acknowledged that the spending of only $44 billion, or 5% of the $787 billion stimulus package, but the total has always been expected to rise sharply this summer. Now we're in a position to really accelerate, Obama said. He also repeated the earlier promise to create over 600,000 jobs by the end of the summer. Neither the acceleration nor the jobs goal are new. Both represent a White House repackaging of the promises and projects to blunt criticism that the effects have been worth a historic price tag. And after the job estimate is so murky, it can never be verified. The economy has shed 1.6 million jobs since the stimulus measure was signed in February, far overshadowing the White House announcements, estimating the effort has saved 150,000 jobs. Public opinion of Obama's handling of the economy has declined along with the job data. Well, this is the news. Simple, easy, no spin, no craziness. This is just the news. This is the very first of my attempts on these broadcasts, so it'll get better. I promise it'll get better. I understand where your criticism will be, but we're going to put it out there tonight anyway, because it's important that we start opening up new avenues to get the information to you, so you can make the decisions on your own. Like they say on the Big Guys Network, I'll report it. You decide. My name is Willie Lawson, and you can get to me at rbmshow@yahoo.com. I have an internet show called The Willie Lawson Show on blogtalkradio.com, and a Saturday AM show on 860 WGUL. You can catch me on the internet at www.860wgul.com. Until I see you again, thanks for coming to the news. Good night.